Zenybody in here for April 26, 2018. Episode 11, Favorite and Least Favorite Musicians. We're some guys who hung out together for a few years, then decided to start a podcast. We don't adhere to any format. We do interviews, social commentary, or any subject we think we can make a show, designed to make you think and laugh. Email us at zenybodyinhere@gmail.com. Facebook page as Zenybody in Here Podcast. Webpage, zenybodyinhere.com. Send voicemail or text to 256-401-7140. To support Zenybody in Here, look us up on patreon.com. In this show, we discuss music, favorite songs and worst songs, musicians you should like but don't, transgenders, religion, and animation. And here's our host, Adam Baker, Bill Wilkinson, Kevin Traylor, and Tim Altork. It's been lovely.
How about we go to the bowl one more time before we...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Kevin's back, so we'll open the bowl question.
I'm back.
Back again.
Woo, don't go down there, boys.
Hey, did we not do this one before? 10 best, 10 worst songs? That's a lot to go through
That
right
is a
now.
lot to go through. Why don't we lower it to three?
Three each.
Or we can just come back to it.
Or do we not have time for that?
I don't
Do
know.
you want to do it?
Do one best song.
One best,
Okay.
one worst.
Yeah, I
You
think
just-
we've already
Quick thinking, one best song.
one best song. Okay.
Without a lot of thought, just off the top of your head. Go, Kevin.
That's on top of my head. Godzilla, Blue Oyster Cult.
Go, go, Godzilla.
Wait, is that your best or your worst?
Oh, my best.
Oh, okay.
My worst song.
Too much thought.
Too
Go.
much thought. Britney Spears. Whoops, I did it again.
I believe it's Oops.
Oops, I did it again.
Poops.
Oops. I did it again.
That's probably my worst song. Okay.
All right, Adam. Best song, worst song.
Best song currently, Jason Isbell, If We Were Vampires. It's been coming on the radio a lot, and I dig it. He's from Alabama. Worst song, the little I'm a Barbie Girl song.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Well,
What song is that?
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world.
Yeah.
I hate. I know those lyrics.
Like it's probably not
Yeah,
that
that's a
terrible
shame.
of a song, but just like the
It's rough.
emotional like replay
Yeah.
that I've had in my life. I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate that song.
All right, Bill. Best song, worst song.
best song, Ripple, Grateful Dead. Worst song is whatever that stupid trucker convoy thing is. It plays on
Convoy.
the
Got
70s channel on
ourselves a
Sirius.
convoy.
Boy.
And it's this guy talking over the CB thing, and then it's like horrible. Boom,
This here's a rubber duck.
boom, 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 boom. It's one of the worst songs
Breaker,
ever.
breaker, 1-9.
That or
Teddy Bear. That's what's.
is that the name of it?
Oh,
No, it's about
that's a
this truckers who
tearjerker.
pick up this
Little
retarded
boy.
kid or
It's
something.
like a
Oh,
it's like a
it's
furry party.
tearjerker.
Yeah, it sucks though because it's just too tear jerking. I mean,
Too sad. Oh,
too
it's not.
sad. It's just a sad trucker song.
Yeah, you don't want to be.
You don't be sad
You
if
want
you're
to
a
listen to
trucker.
a song and be depressed.
Yeah.
Tim used to be a
I
trucker.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to be a trucker.
Yeah, I did.
So
What do you say?
no, we're talking about truckers. And
Did you see that Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they're in the woods and the trucker picked him up?
I've never watched that
He
shit.
started
Oh, and
talking
he
about
kept wanting gay sex from
yeah,
him.
wanting gay sex from him.
Look,
Yeah.
trucker. I've
Not that truckers like gay sex.
Tell us about Tales of the Road. Tim.
yeah.
Dude.
Hold.
Wait, let's get your
let's get your
worst
songs
and favorite
out.
song, and then we're
getting
going to
into
Tales from the
Then we're
Trucker.
getting to your gay trucker
best
sex.
song, worst song.
We're going to go into the gay cave for it.
All right, I got some good stories from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Best song is just off the top of my head, "Gun Song" by the Lumineers. It's a song about his dad has a gun in the sock drawer. It's
Daddy's got a gun.
it's not like that.
It's a. I know what you're talking about.
Everybody's on the
That's
run.
what, I hate Aerosmith and quit doing drugs. All that shit sucks.
Where are the Lumineers from?
I have no idea.
Colorado, but I think it's Fort Collins,
Fort Collins.
or at least some of the band members.
Interesting.
Carry on.
But okay, and worst song, anything by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, shit, man.
You can flush that.
You are good.
Give it away. Give it
You
away.
are
Give it
getting
away.
thrown off this podcast.
Hate mail.
I hate the.
Gotta give it to your
Nothing
mama.
makes-
But
yeah.
gotta get it, stick it in
I
ya.
could- I
Don't
could've-
even know time continue. Realize I don't want to be a minor.
Yeah.
I come from California.
If you guys ever need
Give it
to
away.
Give it away. Give it away.
now.
Give it away now.
I could sing like
Give it away now.
I could sing like Anthony Kiedis when I was 8 years old. The guy has no voice. It is so annoying, and their music
But
is
please,
so completely juvenile.
It's funk.
So was
It's
the scout
garbage.
leader playing Red Hot Chili Peppers at the time when you
Must
guys?
have.
It's a bad association.
I just don't have a lot of respect for somebody like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Tim. I'm just
cannot
hurt.
handle
No,
anything.
I
I
guess-
tried. And the only song that was
City of
tolerable-
Angels?
No.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel
like I don't have a
I can't
partner.
even listen to you guys.
Sometimes I feel
making me
like
wanna
my
die.
only friend is the city I live in. City of Angels.
I don't want to ever be
Like I did that day.
to the place I love.
They did a cover of the song.
away.
They did a cover of the song "Roller Coaster."
Hell yeah, that's a damn good song.
Now
Roller
that
Coaster.
one, that one was kind of
Ohio
was-
Players Club.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
It
so
was on the Beavis and Butthead movie.
you like
Well, what do
their
you think of-
covers.
What do you think about their cover of that black guy who did this?
Ray Charles?
No. Stevie Wonder song they did. They did a Stevie Wonder cover.
Superstition?
No.
So you
No.
don't like their
What was that
original
Stevie-
stuff, but you like their covers.
Yeah, they did some cool
As
covers.
long as they don't do anything that they created, yeah.
So
but-
it's
Like their
like
old
their
stuff is
personal
really
style.
good.
Well, that's
No,
why I
it's-
am with
it's awful.
Metallica. I hate Metallica's the original stuff. I love their covers.
their cover of
I love their covers. I just don't like any of the original stuff. But I mean,
see, that's what
I'm half and half of Metallica.
Yeah,
Some of
man.
their stuff I really like. Some of it I could just do without.
So, Tim, are there any other bands that you would would
Yeah.
you consider Red Hot Chili Peppers to be popular?
Oh yeah.
You'd rather
Okay.
listen to Justin Timberlake or
I really like Justin Timberlake.
I didn't mean him. I meant the younger
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. That's it.
I
You'd
like
rather
his stuff
listen to
too.
Bieber.
I could not tell
keep
you
on
one
pushing. That's the name
song.
of that song.
What?
People keep on pushing. Well, you know.
Kevin is pushing with his fingers. Yeah.
Push it.
Pushing the button. So, Tim, are there any other bands that you would consider to be popular that you personally don't like?
That I just despise.
Because there's a few, like, I can't think of any right now, but I know that's come up in my head before.
Oh. And you guys are going to probably throw me out the window for this. Foo Fighters. Cannot stand them.
Get the
All
fuck
right.
out of
I
here.
cannot
I like
stand
them. Think my favorite, but
I'm thankful for Kurt Cobain's suicide because we have the Foo Fighters because of that.
I'm not a great Foo
say
Fighters
that.
fan, but I think Dave Grohl is the coolest dude in rock and roll. Period.
I love Foo Fighters.
At this time,
I have a lot of respect
and the best drummer in rock and roll at this time.
for my brother's opinion in music. He loves the Chili Peppers. He said the Foo Fighters was the best concert that he ever went to.
I went down. I mean, he's a hell of a
And-
drummer. I mean, that
And
guy.
I cannot.
amazing.
I listen to their music, and there's nothing at all that I like about it.
I'll be
I was
honest with you,
watching,
I ain't a big fan of the music, but I
Not at
respect him, and I think he's a great drummer.
There was a show and Tony Hawk was backstage of a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. Foo Fighters opened for him.
Oh,
and
it's
he
like
was
a
on the camera.
personal nightmare.
A personal nightmare. It's what Satan's got waiting for you.
My own
That's it.
personal hell.
Along with a pineapple up your butt while you listen to it. But yeah, I guess Foo Fighters had opened, and they were talking to Tony Hawk back there, and he was saying, I can't believe that the Red Hot Chili Peppers aren't opening for Foo Fighters, talking about how awesome they were.
Right.
So
Which I can see. That's a good argument. I mean, the Chili Peppers are to me, a more established band, right? I mean, they've been around longer.
I think at this point they're kind of like on the same plane. But
Yeah,
then
please.
it was kind of in the earlier days of Foo Fighters is when this was taking place.
It's like when Van Halen opened for a Black Sabbath,
I'd much rather see Van Halen than Black
Right.
Sabbath.
but they like blowed them off stage
Yeah.
because they're just so amazing and fresh and new and different. You know,
It's hard to follow that. Can
It
you
was.
imagine like knowing, Van Halen's my opening act?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's like damn. But I don't think they do that anymore. It's just a
Hot
whole-
for teacher.
yeah.
That's a great.
So,
song.
like, mine is that everyone seems to like, or love, and I don't like is Eminem.
I like Eminem.
I have
You
my
know,
days.
I kind of see the value, but there's not very much of his work that I like.
Well, this is
2 trailer park girls go around the outside.
Around the
It is
outside.
amazing.
That is a good song.
All right. And like I've had this
Figuratively
argument with
and
other
literally.
people. I don't want to be that guy that's just saying like your music is crap because people like it
But-
for whatever reason.
I really love his Sirius satellite radio station he has.
Shady 45.
Shade 45.
Is that what it's
kicks
called?
Ass. They don't play a lot of Eminem.
really.
No. But what's funny is their DJs are just a trip.
You bet.
They have a show called The Drunk Show where folks just call in. You can't call in unless you're drunk and just start talking shit with the DJ.
As I open a can.
I
As
think
you open
Bill
a can.
could call in right now.
Yeah, we need to call in one night on The Drunk Show.
Yeah, let's get Shady
I
45.
think it's usually
the
on
podcast.
Wednesday night. Last time I used to listen to it.
But speaking of music, like I could get called a lot of things for what I'm about to say, but
Boo.
you
I don't-
boober.
to be fair, your first concert was Christian rock.
right.
band.
So, give me some, give me
we're
some
cutting
slack.
some
And my
slack.
first concert was Black Sabbath. No, I take that back.
Or maybe Waylon.
One of the first concerts
Could have
was
been
Black
Waylon
Sabbath.
Jennings.
Yeah, he may or may
It was
not.
actually Cheap Trick and Jimmy Buffett.
That was your first concert.
That's right. He said that.
I think
the
so.
other
I
day.
didn't know it was his first concert.
I think it was.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett's another one that a lot of people like, and I don't.
Yeah,
Love
I'm not
Jimmy
a big
Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. I don't get the whole
The
I used to-
lyrics in the song. He's a great lyricist.
I used to be into him a lot.
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Well,
those are
that's
great
if you're going to
lyrics.
pick that song out. I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, you got me in the mood. Like the other day, I came in here.
Got
You
you
got
in the
playing the
mood.
Jimmy Buffett channel, and I loved every song like it was the best thing I ever heard. But she's in the right mood. I ain't
It
a big
depends on
Jimmy
the
Buffett-
songs they're
Yeah.
playing,
I mean,
like-
they're playing the best. I mean, it's got me in the vibe, man. And even folks were singing with the songs in here. I guess
Well,
everybody's
see,
in the vibe.
there is something to that, like
Yeah.
music that gets everybody.
Maybe that's what it was. It was bringing everybody together because
Yeah.
everybody was singing.
like Billy Joel, Piano Man.
Yeah.
That's one of those songs. If everybody hears that and everybody's feeling
Especially
good,
if
next
it's
thing
9
you know, people
o'clock
start
on a
singing.
Saturday. Oh,
Always.
I'm getting
The
down.
old
I don't care
crowd
if I like that
shuffling
song or
in.
not. Like I'm getting down.
Getting down, boy.
that is a quality about music when people
Yeah.
are all sort of engaging in the music together. There's a
Oh, when he played that at his concert, we
that's an
went to, the
experience,
whole
yeah.
stadium was singing it. It was pretty neat.
But on
gotta
a,
be
on a
amazing.
personal level, I've always tried to. I had a hard time enjoying stuff that was too popular.
Me too.
You know, it's like,
Well, you
oh,
hear it
everybody
too
likes
much.
that. Yeah, that's maybe part of it is. Like Led Zeppelin, there used to be a station, I think, one of
Every classic rock station.
classic rock
Yeah,
stations play so
overplays.
much Zeppelin. I actually quit listening to Zeppelin for a while, but also I got hit in the head pretty hard too, and that might have something
Wait,
to do
what
with
is
it.
that?
I had an accident and I busted a tail, and I got thrown off a car and busted a tail out with my head, and I started listening to a lot of Primus and Les
It was
Claypool.
pronounced dead.
Yeah, and that turned out, and I've just got into appreciating Led Zeppelin.
And he was
again.
revived listening to Britney Spears.
Well,
Yeah.
if you listen to the Led Zeppelin songs that weren't played over and over on the radio.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
Stairway to Heaven, I've heard one.
Like,
too
what's
many
that one that
times.
goes, in my time of dying, down, down, down.
I do this to myself where I'll listen.
that
I'll
one?
really
Yeah.
enjoy a song and I listen to it too much
Yeah, that's true.
on my own terms.
I've also done the opposite of that, where I have put away certain bands intentionally.
Yeah.
Even though it's music that I know I love.
Backstreet.
You know, Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet
No,
Boys.
but I actually went on a YouTube Pearl Jam, just cut them off, like completely stopped listening to
I can see
everything
that.
about those two bands because one, you can hear it anywhere. Two, if you've got so much of it, you know, it overruns your playlist. Just cut it out for a while.
I'm still like, out of all the shitty bands out there, you said Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Hell yeah, man.
Out of all the shitty bands in the
I
world,
follow these dudes on
But
Facebook.
I can put up with like music that's just, you know, what
Do
is
you
it? Nickelback
understand
that's-
where they started?
I don't care.
Those motherfuckers
I don't care.
played strip clubs where nothing but
Strip
a
clubs.
tube sock on their privates.
Tube Socks.
That's what
Yeah.
you call
On their
dedication.
privates.
They
On
did-
their privates.
They
On their
did that
My gosh.
at Lollapalooza or whatever it was.
But that was, I said, you know, they degraded themselves.
Why is that good?
Because it showed you it was about the music, man.
Music and
And, you know, it
ding
feels
dongs.
good to have a tube stock on your nuts and dick. If you ever tried it, it's nice.
So Hanson, Hanson's not below Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Hey, I like
I have
Hanson.
some appreciation for Hanson.
I like
Hey.
really
Hanson,
do.
yeah.
Kevin,
I
I,
don't know
cannot
this
talk music
Hanson-
with these two anymore.
I don't know
ever
this
again.
Hanson of which you speak, sir. The only Hanson I'm aware of is the unknown Henson. Which is not Hanson.
Oh, the guy who looks like
the guy who
Cousin
looks
Eddie.
like a vampire with long
Oh,
sideburns.
the unknown Henson.
You talking about Jim Henson and the
No,
Muppets?
he's not the unknown Henson.
This guy sticks his hands up people's butts.
He does probably.
Yeah, on the stage.
Okay. Oh, if you're ever on YouTube, I want you to pull this video up.
No, I'm never gonna
Unknown
look that up.
Henson doing Voodoo Child. That shit'll blow your mind.
I can promise you two things. I'm never going to be a vegetarian, and I'm never looking up that crap.
Hey man, you need to play it. Unknown Henson doing Voodoo Child. That's some cool shit.
If I ever went crazy and decided to kidnap you, I would lock you in a basement
Are you talking to me or
This is a
with
good
Tim?
thing this is being
with
recorded.
Tim
Okay.
with no meat.
I'm starting to
And
envision
I would play
a
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Pulp
on a
Fiction.
shuffle.
Oh,
It'd be like Pulp Fiction when they did that guy.
The Gimp.
Yeah, the gimp. What a gotta
yeah.
give it to your mama. What a gotta stick it in ya. Don't stop. Give it
away now.
Tim
So,
be giving it
like,
away.
funny story. When I was in Hawaii packing parachutes,
Yeah, that's what they always say, packing parachutes.
that's not what they always say. That's what I'm saying right now because it's accurate.
Stop interrupting Kevin.
Dick.
The
Proceed, Adam.
the other person that was on the ground with me, like doing the like
Getting the packing?
welcome, no, like the welcoming to the customers.
Receiving the
The pack.
The power bottom. Man, I got to fuck with you, man. I got much longer to screw
I
you.
It's only 3 weeks left.
Exactly. We got to get all our can in.
He's got to cut you off as much as he can.
She was a huge fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Okay.
and she would play that like every day that she was working. She would play the same album, and I didn't mind it because I liked the Red
Mother's
Hot
Milk?
Chili Peppers, and I haven't heard a lot of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But I was just like, if
Flea's
I
one
was
of
here
the
for a
best bass
few more
players.
He
months,
is.
like that could get old.
Almost goes plus Claypool.
Did you hear his? Was it the NBA All Star game like 2 years ago? His Star Spangled Banner.
On the base?
How much of that would be
Yeah,
good?
a lot of people like were bitching about it, but I think there were people who didn't know shit about music. Like
Right.
he did the whole Star Spangled Banner on the bass. Sounded awesome.
That
I'll have to check that out.
That
That's-
sounds like it'd be difficult.
I think I looked that
Yeah,
up
it's
one time.
difficult
He's a
and
really good
unique.
bass
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, that's the trick.
That kind of stuff I can appreciate, but just the whole vibe and Anthony Kiedis' voice and the whole thing just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, there's two levels of bass playing because I played bass before. And there's a level of bass playing when you just play the note for every chord and, get
You
by.
just follow along with the
Just
song.
follow on the song, which is what most folks do in general. But then there's some bass players who are actually musicians and know the scales, unlike me, because I tried to play bass with a band one time. Oh, did I? But anyway, yeah, I did play bass. But
With Waylon Jennings.
with Waylon Jennings. But I mean, there's
Just
two levels.
a
I
good
mean,
old boy.
chalkboard.
the
paint.
majority of bass players just play the chords and they can do that doom doom doom
Right.
whatever. But there's some of that.
Then there's
plays-
Les Claypool.
Les Claypool just plays crazy scales and knows enough about
Or
music
Victor
to
Wooten.
add a
to
lot of
keep
shit
it in
to
line
yeah.
with what's being played.
But then that sound like they're totally off base because it's nothing like nobody's ever done. So
right. I
Les
can say
Claypool, when Metallica's bass player died, and they were trying to find a new one, they had auditions. Les Claypool auditioned to be their bass player.
yeah,
They wouldn't let him in because they stopped and he was so good at the
Yeah,
bass.
who is
he's
this
so
guy?
good.
I don't even know.
Les
Who
Claypool?
Les Claypool.
Primus.
Primus sounds.
Oh, we're back to them.
But what was weird
the
is
South Park guys.
you ever heard Suicidal Tendencies?
Yes.
They sang that song. Mama, I just want my Pepsi. She wouldn't let me drink my Pepsi. What's the name of that one?
I don't know that.
You know that one?
I'm not a big
Kevin
Suicidal
has some
Tendency
really
fan.
obscure references.
Yeah,
But,
well, yeah, some obscure.
Jackie knows what the fuck he's talking
Institutionalized,
about.
Institutionalized, which is a cool ass song. You need to listen to that. By anyway, that's the guy from the bassist from what was the name of the group? Sings that song. I just want my Pepsi. She won't let me have a Pepsi.
I don't know.
You're
I
on drugs. No, I'm not. I just want a Pepsi.
I think Satan just burped.
But anyway,
Did somebody put two mirrors facing each other?
I'm sorry.
I said the name of the group. Just rewind it if you listen to the podcast. Whatever I said, that bass player now plays for Metallica, which made me start listening a little bit more because I really like that group. This song Institutionalized, which was called they're always skateboarding shit. I can't remember the name of the group.
Oh yeah, it's skateboarders.
Yeah, the skateboarders.
Tim, is there any band that you think you really like and no one else likes?
There's this band called Codaline that is from England
Yep.
that
Suicidal Tendencies.
has.
Do
That's
you
the
need
name of the
help?
group. I finally just got it out.
He remembered what he was talking about 10 minutes ago. He just shouts it right out.
They said the ass would never have any
Anal
side
sex.
effects, but now I'm
wait.
starting to
Wait, that
wonder.
was 2 weeks ago.
So is that anal sex or acid? I'm sorry.
Albatross.
I think anal sex and
Albatross.
acid have the same effect on Kevin.
Albuquerque.
Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know.
That's
what was
a
that
great
song?
Neil Young song.
Okay, finish your story, Tim.
Codaline.
What the hell was that?
Codaline.
You were talking
Codaline
about
from
Codaline.
some
Sing
group that
chops
nobody
from
else
England.
likes, but you like.
It's like a better version of
Wilco?
of Coldplay.
What song? Oh, I do not like Coldplay.
See, a lot of people
They
are
all
like,
sound the same. Every Coldplay
Yeah,
song.
Coldplay I can't
Right.
get into.
What's
Yeah.
a popular Codaline song?
I don't know if there is a popular one. Like
Yeah.
it's
Because I've
Kodachrome.
heard of this band
It's-
before.
Let me ask you this: is there a band that you listen to say I should love them, but I don't?
that's a really good question. Kevin.
That for me, it's Black Keys. I listen to the music and I say I should love that music because
Oh, that's
Some
a
of
good
it, I've
question.
heard some of it. And same way, I want to like them, but I've
and I
heard a
want to
couple
like them, but I
songs.
just don't like them. I mean, they're playing sort of blues, right, rock, and they're jamming, and they're doing a great job.
What
They're
about
great
Alabama
musicians.
Shakes?
I mean, I listen to Alabama Shakes.
That's my band that I should love them, but I don't.
I love them. I haven't
never
got
I
a
like that
relationship.
lady's sound, man.
I do
I
too.
appreciate like every aspect of it,
I
but
like
all of
Alabama
it
Shakes.
together, like I don't like Alabama Shakes. I don't know why.
I've never been a big White Stripes person.
Okay, I
It
love
comes
the
and
White
goes.
Stripes, and I've heard a lot of people tell me that I should not because they don't like them, and I
Yeah.
think that's.
I don't know a lot.
I've
of
heard
their
some
stuff.
of their stuff, and like, all right. And my wife bitches about the new Jack White song that comes on. And
It's
I actually
okay.
don't mind that one
Yeah,
because
I
it
still
sounds like
like
a
it.
mashup of
Yeah.
Queen and
I saw that on Saturday Night Live last week.
You know, and the amount of stuff that Jack White is producing, he's got to have some bad ones sprinkled
Yeah,
in there because he makes so much stuff.
Just the odds.
Well, he actually did an album with Loretta Lynn,
Right.
and it was like
yeah.
one of the best. I mean, I actually have it on the phone. I
he's
listen to
based
that
out of
much.
Nashville now.
I'm not Jack. I mean, I like Jack White, but there's some shit I don't like he does. But he's got a different view of music. You know, he's trying to bring back just the.
I have a lot of respect for him.
He don't like bass
But
players.
see, that answers the question. Like,
Yeah.
you feel like there's something worthwhile there,
Yeah.
but you just don't.
Exactly.
I haven't always just clicked with all of it. Some of it I have, but overall,
I
haven't been
respect
like, oh,
the
yeah.
stuff he's trying to do. He's trying to get sort of minimalistic,
What was
leaving out a bunch of bullshit. Most folks don't need music.
what was his influence?
That's a good question.
The Beatles.
No, it was he.
Everybody
there
says the Beatles.
Yeah.
I've heard him in an interview talk
Captain
about
Beefheart?
this. No, it was one record where he talked about it, and I don't know who it was. It was a black singer, and he was like, He was like, I didn't even know you could do that with the human voice, or something to that effect. And like
Michael
that,
Winslow.
No,
Michael Jackson.
no. All right, listeners, do your research. Like, who did Jack White get inspired by?
Yeah. Well, Jack White.
Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke could have been.
Sitting on the dock of the bay?
No,
Or is that Otis
I don't-
Redding?
it
Sorry,
was-
something a
it was
little more
something-
weird.
That's Otis Redding.
It's maybe something along those lines, but it wasn't that. Like, if you
Not
said
that
the
old.
name, I would. No, it's probably that old.
Another
Because
thing
Sam Cooke, his voice is absolutely dynamic. Like, if you listen to, he played with this gospel group called the Soul Stirrers.
Oh, hell.
No, but
listen to me. Okay, go ahead. Don't remind me when you finish. I got
No,
something
no,
to
no.
say.
Don't. Let
but
me say something.
he's doing it. Shut up. He's
Shut the fuck up, Ab.
So I
Nobody
need to
even-
interject
We don't even
here.
like you. When you go and leave, when you go and leave it.
He does
Bye.
he does a song with this other guy that's in the Soul
tell my
Stirrers
dog,
called
they like you.
It Won't Be Very Long. And the guy that opens up has this sort of baritone voice, and it's really great. You think, man, this guy's singing really well. And he sings his verse. And then Sam Cooke comes in, and you're like, holy crap, that guy is way better. Like, it's just that much more of a difference between this guy who can really sing and this guy who is just world class. And it was, if you listen to that song, it's like a perfect illustration of how the difference between a good singer and a really great singer.
In my college days, I worked at a radio station called Kicker, 97.7 Kicker FM. And it was a dual station, had an AM station called Magic 95, I think. And I pulled the Saturday morning gospel show, playing black gospel. And, man, I'd play every Sensational Soul Stirrers
Soul
record I
Stirrers,
could
man.
find. That's some good stuff.
It is.
That's amazing music.
If you don't mind.
That's church music I can listen
Exactly.
And it's
to. Not that boring white.
And it was
bullshit.
nice because some
some African American girls would be calling me, talking some junk. Say, "Hey, honey, how you doing?" I said, "Hey, I'm doing fine." You know, we talking to them through the records. They didn't know I was a goofy white guy, so but I didn't let them know.
That's what's so nice about your voice.
In their
like,
mind, you were like Billy D. Williams.
Exactly. I had my hair. So they didn't know I was just some ugly white guy. So I said, "Yeah, hon. Put some more quarters in that payphone. Come on, try a little bit longer. How you doing?"
Put more quarters in the payphone.
It's your dad.
Yeah, they say I'm running out of money.
Oh yes.
Oh man, I kind of like, miss that I didn't grow up in that time with payphones. Like I just caught like
Oh, shit,
the
I'm
tail
old.
end of this dinosaur.
You always had to
era
have a
to
quarter
me.
in your pocket to call.
Exactly.
home.
Yeah.
Call collect.
Call collect.
Dang.
No, we didn't take collect calls at the radio station. She had a lot.
But
Feed
the-
it while she was talking to.
Adam, have you ever made a collect call?
I have, yeah.
Did you ever make a long distance call on a payphone? You had to keep adding money.
Yes. Oh man. That's
I've made a collect call. I've been to jail.
Do you remember when folks actually gave a damn about long distance calls? How long has that been? That's the biggest thing. you
When we
worry
were
about.
talking to Adam in Hawaii.
Yeah, but we're just bullshitting. Oh, well, we really did talk that. Never mind. But,
I still don't know what you guys are talking about.
I mean, it's
called
like
from Hawaii.
you pay for phone
Well,
calls.
I think you slept talk to us.
yeah. I think it.
Same way you sleep poop.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't sleep poop. I
don't
can
sleep
hold it for
poop?
days.
I think you were sleep pooping and talking to us on John Wilbur's phone.
Oh shit,
On John Wilbur's lap.
man.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a Cleveland steamer.
Hold it. Before we go any further, I just want everybody to know I love John Wilbur.
I love John Wilbur.
And I'm sorry I ain't said that in a couple of podcasts. I feel bad. So just to be safe, I'm going to say it again. I love John Wilbur.
I'm going to get a t-shirt that says I love John Wilbur.
Well, John Wilbur has a T-shirt that says "Send it."
Send it.
Send it.
Send it where?
Okay, so I didn't know about this either. But there's a guy on YouTube. He's from Canada, and he jumped like his friends make snowboard jumps, like ski jumps and
Whatnot.
and whatnot. He jumps him on this like super old, like I don't know what you call it, like a snow. Was it a snowmobile?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Snowmobile?
like a super old
Alpine
snowmobile.
ski jump.
Yeah, it's
they
an
built-
alpine ski jump.
They build him like these super crappy jumps. And they're like, "Are you gonna jump it?" And he's like, "Are you silly? I'm still gonna send it." And he jumps it and he wrecks like almost every time. But
Well, that's like the Hawaiian slogan. Eddie would go.
Eddie would go.
Yeah. You don't know that one?
I don't know that one.
Is it Eddie?
That sounds familiar. but
Mikey
Why?
will eat it.
Mikey eats anything.
Mikey will
Wheaties.
eat anything.
I
Yeah.
know that one.
That was Wheaties. Or wait,
Yeah. It was
what
Wheaties.
cereal was it? Was it Wheaties?
Hey, let me tell you
The
something about
Life
Wheaties,
cereal.
damn it. I grew up with
Bruce Jenner.
Willis. not Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
I grew
Bruce
up
Willis.
with Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Willis said, I forgot what the hell he said. What did he say?
Bruce
He
Jenner.
said, "Don't steal home without it."
Oh.
He had his MasterCard.
I saw a funny thing with
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner the other day. It was a picture of him in his golf outfit as Bruce Jenner, and the title said "Struggling to Break 100," and then it had a picture of what's his name? Her name now?
Yeah,
Caitlin.
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 that's it.
Then it had a picture
Starts
of
like
her in
Jennifer.
her golf outfit. Move forward to the woman tee box. Problem solved.
Nice.
You know, I grew up with her. I don't know how to say this properly. Her on my Wheaties box.
Are you
When
looking?
when
are
her
you looking
was
to
a
me for
him.
confirmation?
Yeah, because you're my gay confirmation guy. Not that you're gay, but
That has
we
no-
haven't confirmed that
has
he's gay.
nothing to do with homosexuality. That was
See,
a man.
That's
that
why I looked
hurt-
at you, because you understand this shit, because you're
I'm
the
sorry.
generation. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, I got
It's a generational.
So does
It is. I'm
It
sorry,
is.
I got to tone.
does he
it is
date
a-
men or women now?
Get a tone with me, bro.
Does
Come
she
on.
date men or women now?
Isn't she married to a woman? I
She
don't know.
was. They got a divorce
Yeah.
when she found out
Oh.
about the. You know, he
when
wants
he cut
to
his
be a
Peter
woman.
off.
Oh, they got a divorce. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Well, if someone,
No,
if I was to say to my wife
I think
after all these
divorce
years
is
of marriage,
sad
like,
no matter what, like
hey, guess what, sweetie? I'm going to be a woman from now on. I couldn't expect her to sit there and be like, okay, we're going to stay married.
yeah, of course.
Because
But
that's
I'm
a
just
total
saying,
different.
like,
You didn't
That's
sign
a
up for
complete
that.
shift in your relationship. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm fully like on board with that. I still think divorce is sad, but
So is Caitlyn dating a woman or a man now?
well, I would think like she'd probably be dating a woman since she's always been into women. But I mean, like, yeah. But if they got married and it was like during the dating, they were like, Bruce at the time was like, I'm into women and dudes.
what
She
percentage
knew
gay
that.
is it if you cut your cock off?
I don't think it's not a gay thing.
That's what I'm trying to have a
you're
hard time.
totally, it's not a gay thing. It's a switch. Like, and that's what I don't think a lot of people understand.
I don't. I mean, I didn't understand it at all. To me,
You're
it
a
seems somebody.
heterosexual man that likes women, and if you make a switch, like in your body chemistry and your mind, that you want to be a woman or you feel like a woman, you are now a lesbian.
Yes, I always
So
assumed.
it doesn't change your sexuality.
I always assumed it changed your
Right.
sexuality.
Then you're just like a gay woman.
So
You're not a gay male.
Your sexual attraction remains the same.
So gay creeps back into it.
So, but you're saying
Only
that not.
in the verbiage.
So that's something I didn't understand, but I think I do now because of this. But so you're saying that just because you're not, if every gay person could do what they want to do, that automatically switch sexes is not necessarily true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even
not
though they're still
true,
gay.
Because
Some guys just like guys.
Yeah, exactly.
They do, and they want to stay guys that they
Yeah.
want to stay a guy that likes a guy.
So
Yeah.
there,
Which
maybe,
blew my mind, but I think I'm starting to
maybe
understand
this
it
will
now.
make the clarification clear.
Okay. Do I have to wear a
me
hat like that
clarify
to
the
understand that?
clarification.
Yeah, in the redundancy department.
Isn't Michael Williams an expert on this? Can we ask him?
I thought he was supposed to be here.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, well, he's our
Yeah.
transgender expert.
But hold it.
Michael
Speaking,
is?
Yeah,
speaking
Michael
of transgenders,
I'm the
I
Abraham
love
Lincoln
John
expert.
Wilbur.
I love John.
Not that he's
Williams.
transgender, but I just want to mention that.
Kevin want to make sure that's done.
Okay, so no, there's.
I like your.
I'm cold
Toboggan.
as shit. Don't make fun of my hat.
Drink some more; it'll warm you up.
I know. No, there's what you feel like you are. That's one thing. It's totally separate from what you're attracted to.
Like gender-wise.
Yeah.
So,
So like calling somebody gay
Yeah.
is not always accurate. Like, you have to look at like who they are as a person, what they feel like, whether you like.
But I guess gay is not a social term anymore because
No, it is if it applies.
it's okay. I can't
If it
realize that. I
applies,
thought it was
yeah.
more like a derogatory term we don't use anymore.
No, it's
Okay.
gay is not like it's politically correct.
Okay, I
I
didn't
would
realize
hate
that.
to have to go through the transgender thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying
Like personally, or like just the generation of like everyone around you.
like having that to like, okay, I'm a man, but you know what? I identify as a woman because the hassle that would be and the headache,
Yeah.
I can't imagine going through that.
I mean, it was hell being a vegetarian. Some folks live in that kind of, like,
Down
hell.
here, they think it's the same thing.
It's like, you suck a
one
cock
of them
now.
transgenders, they don't eat meat.
Say,
And that was Tim. He just said it last week.
does that mean you're gay? I said, hi, bro.
No,
I
but
said, I
like
don't like meat.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You ride a bicycle and you eat only vegetables.
Gay.
You don't have a DUI.
You must be gay.
yeah, that's what people think, but I don't know.
I was saying that facetiously. I don't believe that myself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, like we understood. I think.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you for clarifying
Yes,
because your
just
voice
to
like.
get that out.
Yeah.
Tina
We
Burr.
know how
Bill,
vicious you can be sometimes.
Bill, you were talking about how difficult that would be, and saying like you wouldn't want to go through that. Like that thought alone, like makes me sympathize with a lot of people because.
So it,
if they're-
it legitimizes it to you, like somebody that is willing to go through that
Yeah,
must have some hardcore
to get
shit.
looks every time you go into a restroom and worry about somebody beating you up just because like you're doing what
Yeah,
you
I
feel
think that
right
like
doing.
I get like super emotional about like hearing stories about that because I think it's such crap. Like it's not affecting another person. Like just let people be.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
with you. And let
because,
people
like,
do
if
what they're as
somebody-
long as it's not affecting somebody
went
else.
through so much crap to like be what they feel inside. Let them ride it out.
Yeah.
Like my gosh, like you're gonna throw some other like crap into their life. Like
Here's what it does. It makes people uncomfortable. It weirds people out. And people don't like being weirded out.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Whatever.
people are
Normal.
weirded out because of their own selves.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. It's their problem. It's not your problem.
Well, that goes-
It's not the
it's not
transvestites
person.
or the
that's right.
transgender person problem. It's the person who's weirded out.
Exactly. Right.
that goes back to punya, which is
Punya.
knowledge.
The Mexican blackbird.
No,
Did I
it's
mention
still
Donald
not
Trump's
that.
an asshole?
But here, it's like you had to realize, and this is something I had a hard time accepting until I got older, that not everybody's looking at you. You know?
I'm always looking
That
at you,
is
Kevin.
that is the
I mean,
best.
except you.
You're way more aware of yourself
Exactly.
than about 90% of the people
And when you're a
around.
kid, it's like you feel like wherever you go, everybody looks at you, but you walk in a room, everybody might just glance at you, making sure you're not,
Gonna kill him.
or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Your zipper might be down sometimes.
Is that well?
Right, yeah.
Well, here the older I get, the more I have that problem.
I just did it yesterday. My
mean,
wife
I don't
was
know
like,
what the hell
"Your
it is."
zipper's still down." I was like,
No shit.
shit."
I don't know if it's an age
2
thing or
days.
what, but luckily I wear underwear now. If I didn't wear underwear, it'd be a lot bigger problem.
I am anti-underwear.
Okay, so you have a lot bigger problem. But
Yeah, I call it a big problem.
let's ask your wife. It's just a little thing. He's so happy. He's so proud of it, but it's just a little thing.
I keep it in my purse.
It's a nice little present for us.
Where's my wife from?
And it goes boing, boing, boing.
She's from Afghanistan.
And then I rip on it and it goes boing, boing, boing. It's great. It's really cute little thing.
What is going on?
I think.
Oh no.
I think Satan's about to come back. We should probably wrap this up.
Kevin did his own devil summoning speech there.
Do we need to go and sign off? We got any more?
Well, Adam just left. So
No, he
Adam
didn't.
left.
I'm right here.
never mind. There you are. Oh God.
Is Adam still here?
Is Adam?
Is that here? Shit.
or is it Satan?
Let's see. Hold on. We can get at him.
Let's talk to Satan.
You gonna start to Satan? Okay, just a second. I'm gonna wake up my mouse.
Satan.
Satan eats a mouse before he gets here. I got to feed him a
Satan,
mouse.
what do you think about transgender people?
Transgender? Let's go back a bit. How can you not like the Red Hot Chili Peppers? You piece
Even
of shit.
Satan likes Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Of course.
I think
How
that
can you not like a
there-
band that wears a fucking sock on their cock?
Exactly.
There's your answer, Lucifer.
Jesus. Okay,
you
what
like
did you
it-
ask me?
I don't. What did I ask him?
Transgender?
Oh yeah. What do you think?
Transgender.
Yeah.
What do you think about?
Are they all going to hell like some hardcore religious extremists feel?
No, they're not.
Okay.
A lot of them are good people.
Yeah, that's what I
They're
think.
not going to hell.
Yeah.
The priests that rape little boys, yeah, they're coming to hell.
That's true.
Transgenders, they're good. I've got nothing on them. Although there are some bad transgenders.
Well, but that's surprisingly logical for you to say.
Do you know Donald Trump? He's transgender.
He is. So wait, he used to be a woman?
Yes. That's
Okay.
why everybody says he has a small penis.
Yeah.
So he's really trying to compensate
He's overcompensating.
Yeah.
That's why he wants a big wall.
so he can draw a big penis on.
But
So you draw a big penis.
well, let's see.
and
We had the
stare at
devil on here. I was listening to a podcast the other day on philosophy, and I think it's Waking Up with Sam Harris. It's
it. Were they
pretty
in a cave?
screwed up guy. That's why I like him. And he said, what would if you had to keep one thing, religion or rape, which would you keep? And he said, it might be better to keep rape instead of religion, because think of all the harm religion
It's the
has
same
done.
thing, brother.
Whoa!
I mean,
Whoa!
Oh, well,
nah, I'm cool.
did I go too far?
No, but
Did you?
because I mean, if
No, I'm good.
but I thought that was pretty interesting. And he said,
wait. So religion or rape, which is worse?
he thought religion was worse. Of course, he's an atheist, but which I don't necessarily agree with. But he said his point was priest raping young kids. You wouldn't have that if you got rid of religion. So it actually would stop a majority, not a majority,
Not
but
even close to a majority.
not close, but a portion of the rape.
I don't think there's any atheist molesters.
Wow.
Why not? Why do you say
Wow.
that?
That cannot
I'm
be
Satan,
accurate.
and that's what I think.
That cannot be accurate.
How do you
Satan.
know, Adam?
There's no way to verify that. Satan.
Well, Satan might know a lot
It's a Satan
from his
fact.
if he looks at his population.
I know all the sinners, you assholes.
Well, no. Let's think this out now, because Satan, he's not threatened by the atheists, so he doesn't
They
have
don't
to.
believe in me.
He doesn't have to put
That's true.
the Satan
I'm
rapist
powerless
bug
against
into him.
atheists. They don't believe in me.
Yeah, so Satan has to get into the religious people and make them rapists to discredit them.
You know the best way to do that?
Rape them?
Church.
Okay, like
Okay, yeah.
you
It's a loose
guys are
connection.
looking- You guys are.
I think we're losing Satan.
Satan, God, we just lost Satan. Sorry, Satan.
Bad connection.
We didn't pay our cell phone bill, you know. That long distance still costs a lot of money for us. We're in the old school.
You can't.
Satan says a lot.
He does.
Look
He's
at
just,
just
he's an
one
asshole.
side.
he is.
He is Satan, though. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you see why I got his name.
The name doesn't mean anything. That's just his name.
I think you get rid of rape because
Yeah, I agree.
what good comes from rape?
Yeah, it was. Well, Sam Harris just like he's sort of like a philosopher. He's just like stirring people
because
up.
you can say what you want about the flaws of religion,
Right.
But there are charitable people that adhere to religions. Like, I don't think rapists are charitable.
But there's some people also who believe,
Bill Cosby gave to a lot of charities.
but judgment. There's some people whose religion,
Yeah.
they feel their religion
So,
encourage them to judge other people, which is screwed up because obviously they don't read the Bible.
that's at the core of religion.
But I mean, judging, they feel it's their job to judge people,
Right.
okay,
and-
so
which is
what
screwed up.
What is the original question? Like,
Adam missed the original question.
I
should we
forgot
eliminate?
now.
Should we eliminate rape?
Oh yeah, Sam Harris on Waking Up asked,
Should we eliminate rape or should we eliminate religion? If
he
you
was
could only
making the
pick-
argument,
if you could only pick one to get rid of.
You're eliminating rape.
No, I'm
because-
eliminating
Well, Sam
organized
Harris-
religion. I am eliminating.
Okay,
You guys
so
are
think
Waking
about.
Up with Sam Harris suggested you eliminate religion and it will stop more rape.
Because organized religion rapes everybody.
I do not agree with that. I
Well,
think a lot of good and a
Here
lot
in
of bad.
Afghanistan, our religion is very good.
You can stone a bitch to death here in Afghanistan.
We roll. That's why we
She
roll.
looks at a guy the wrong way. You can bury her up to her
Hold it.
fucking neck
I think,
and stone her.
Haven't been
I think
recording
we're
for
losing
the
connection
past
with
3
Bill.
hours.
Bill just lost connection. Bye, Bill.
Bill and Satan are back in the cave.
We had to disconnect from them.
Okay, but think
We
about
got a little bit
this.
too far.
This is a no-brainer. You're
It really is a no-brainer.
You're eliminating rape.
Like
Okay,
if you
so
could eliminate rape from the world, so now you
That's
can
the-
have religion
that is the-
without rape. Like you're saying that religion is responsible for rape.
I'm not
Well,
saying that. I'm just saying that's what
you're
Sam said.
eliminating
That's what Satan
the
said.
act.
Sam.
You're not eliminating the person. So anyone who would, unfortunately, like rape in the future now is not allowed to do that because that's eliminated. That is a no-brainer. Like that's what I want.
You
to
say no
eliminate.
brainer.
I agree.
That it causes so much harm in people's lives. Like, of course, I want to eliminate that.
Organized religion has caused a lot of harm in people's
But-
lives. You
wars
got
with
the
that.
No,
Crusades.
okay, you're.
And I'm saying
that is a
organized
very-
religion. You guys look at me like I'm like a devil because I don't believe in organized religion.
But what I'm saying is, regardless of what you believe, like we can go down a rabbit hole here, and this could go on all night. But what I'm saying,
Rabbit hole.
Just
How
a
about a
second.
cave?
One
rabbit.
two makes you bigger. The other
And
one
one
makes you
makes you
small.
small.
The
That's a
one
great
that
song.
mother gives you don't do anything at all.
So
Just
Go
ask
ask
Alice.
go fishing.
When she's laying down and she's 10 feet tall.
I will fish into the bowl.
You know, that's a top 10 song of all time.
Oh shit,
Pull
that's pretty
out the
bad.
suggestions,
My favorite version is
and
Jim
my
Carrey version of that
nostrils
song.
will crawl. Isn't that how it goes?
I think so. That's the.
I'm sure Satan wished he was
I
singing.
only listen to Adam when they start singing.
I like your
Adam's version is so much more
I like your
entertaining.
blue microphone scrunchy.
Go ask
We're like a
Adam.
Wiggles family.
We are like a Wiggles. There's all
When he's
different
2
colors.
feet
It's like the
tall.
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies. Kevin, you're the gay Teletubby.
Yeah, I
I'm
think they're all gay
orange.
because you ever hear of the
And that's
Teletubbies?
totally okay.
Well, there's some,
Hey, that's not my Teletubby.
speaking of religion, there's
I'm gonna get you Teletubby.
there's some religions who were anti-Teletubbies because they felt the Teletubbies were encouraging people to be non-gender,
Oh, shit.
Agender.
agender, right?
like-
have no man, don't have, because they didn't really follow any gender qualities.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, like most things we talk about on here, we are not a position of authority, or we haven't done our research.
Shit,
Like,
I know my research.
have you ever seen Adventure Time? There's
Speak for yourself, you not
I
informed
am.
fucker.
Okay, but anyway, on Adventure Time, there's a non-form taking dog,
What?
and he talks. A dog.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, how do you know if
as
he's a dog if he doesn't take a form?
Okay, maybe I said it wrong. He's a magical effing dog.
Magical effing dog.
Yeah, nobody has it. Like, I don't hear a lot of people that have an issue with that. But like Teletubbies, it's too close to being a person.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what freaks people out.
Hey,
That's a good point.
that's why the scariest movie ever made, in my opinion, is Polar Express. Because those people are too
Here.
fucking close to real people.
Oh, it's what's the word? The canyon of
The abyss.
Every time I watch it out, man, it freaks me out.
Yeah,
man.
the canyon of the abyss.
I feel like I'm watching soulless hellions from hell.
On
I mean,
a
it
train.
just freaks me out.
Isn't the Polar Express
There's-
like a positive message? Like,
Hey, it freaks me out every time I watch it because they're trying to do
it freaks you out and you continue to watch it.
yeah, because I love horror movies.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like he always watches Red Hot Chili Pepper
Yeah,
concerts.
just to get freaked out.
just to torture
You got to
myself.
challenge yourself.
Yeah.
And the good thing about you never know who the guitar player is going to be because I fire him every album. So it's like, who's that guitar player?
Yeah, that's why they suck.
Oh.
In my aeroplane. Aeroplane.
So,
Give it away.
what other like cartoons like Ren and Snippy in the 90s?
Stimpy.
Stimpy?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know what it is. I say it differently
All right.
every time.
I
hoping
watched
that
the
I'll get it
Roadrunner.
right.
Ren and Stimpy
Bugs
was
Bunny.
I was just too young to watch Ren and Stimpy. I wasn't allowed, but when Beavis and Butthead came along,
Oh shit!
right behind that was my generation.
No
It's so
shit.
funny 'cause,
Jesus.
Talking about my generation.
That Beavis and Butthead was cool as shit.
Fire! Beavis and Butthead were like way more human than Ren and Stimpy. Now I know.
Shut up, Adam.
So what do you say? What's your point?
Well,
Like,
my point was
People don't get afraid of things that don't look like humans.
Yeah.
So, like AI and robots
That's
should
why,
look like beer bottles or something.
That's
friendly
why
to us.
Polar Express scares the shit
it's
out of me. They
the
look too much like humans.
the uncanny canyon. Is that what I'm trying to say?
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's this
Tell us about it.
concept. I don't know what the term is. I'm not saying it right, but it's this concept that it's
Ghost
what you're talking
boobers.
about. It's ghost boobers. It's what you're talking about. It's these false
Terminator 69.
human-like beings that
I'll come
are
back.
that don't quite meet the qualifications of looking human.
Right.
They're really trying to, but it's close enough that it's weird.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I
that-
don't like.
Oh,
That's what
so I think we get afraid of that because that's what we are. Like we're so much bigger than human bodies, and when we see something else impersonating what we're originally impersonating, we think, "Oh no, there's another player in the game, and they figured us out."
No, I think it's fake.
You're wrong.
Booyah!
Court adjourned.
Okay, the end of podcast. Thanks for coming in.
I'll
This
just
is
shut
Kevin
up now.
saying bye.
This is Bill saying bye.
Oh, hello, this is Adam.
It's over. Okay, hold on. We have somebody else going to
Wait,
say bye.
Who
One of our
else?
favorite.
Who
else
else
gonna say
could
bye?
possibly want to say bye?
I want to say bye.
Oh no, not you!
Thank you, Satan. Go on, be gone.
Seriously, how can you not like the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
What kind of satanic
better.
shit is that?
Woodson Phillips, Beach Boys,
Yeah.
Beach Boys, yes.
Boys to Men.
Not Boys to Men. Good Vibrations, one of the greatest songs
Good
ever.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
Was that about sexual toys?
I saw a Good Vibrations shop in San Francisco.
That was the name of the
Is that
place.
where you bought
That-
your assless strips?
Yes.
Ooh, you look good in those, boy. Wink, wink. You saying bye?
We're losing Satan.
I don't know. We
Should
probably
Satan say
need
bye?
to. But
You fuckers need to get home.
Tim, what were you saying though?
we've already gone 3 hours. Let's go for shit. We'll have 2 or 3 shows out of this.
That's
Anyway,
okay.
There's a show every day. Let's go for 4 hours. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm
What the
leaving
hell?
in 3
I
weeks.
want
We
my own
gotta.
show.
in 3 weeks. Yeah, we'll cover it. Shit.
Do we have a Satan show one day?
No.
No, bite my ass. Be gone, biatch.
So
Okay,
Tim,
what we're talking about for? We were so really
the
interrupted.
charismatic canyon.
What?
I don't know what the term is, but it was the uncanny. It's uncanny how close that these animators can make humanoid animated things on movies like the Polar Express.
The Terminator.
Oh wow.
Get me out of here.
Wait, where's the door?
I'm stuck.
There's no door here.
Why is everything upside down?
It's Adam's ass.
I think we need chalkboard paint to draw a door.
Satan.
And then we can get out. I don't think Satan can come in here. It's a Satan-free
I don't know
room.
what
Oh,
happened.
that's nice.
I tried to summon Satan, but it didn't work.
Shit,
We need a Ouija board.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm better now.
All right. I think we need to go.
Probably do.
Probably becoming less entertaining by the minute.
Probably are.
I'm the only person that doesn't have anything to do after this. Can we
Isn't
stay?
Satan waiting on you?
Huh?
Isn't Satan waiting on you?
No. I
That's
have
what
no
he told
relation-
us.
I have no relationship.
Don't
with
you have
Satan.
a toilet to flush?
No, I already flushed
Upper
it before.
decker.
I haven't
You
had
need to
any
check for the
house
upper decker
guests.
because if there's mysterious turds ended up in your toilet, there's a chance that someone left you an upper decker.
I'm really gonna have a.
What is
quick-
an upper decker, Bill?
Speaking of turds,
That's
You don't know
when
what
you
upper
take
decker
the
is?
top of the tank off. You sit up on the toilet bowl. You don't shit in the actual toilet bowl. You shit in the
tank.
storage
It's
tank.
called
Holy
upper decker. It's
shit.
a
Yeah.
classic MacGruber.
Yeah.
That's a
MacGruber.
Who the hell's MacGruber?
It's on Saturday Night Live.
A spin-off. It's a mocking.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I
MacGyver.
got
It's,
you. That's what I thought.
what's the guy's name?
MacGruber does upper deckers?
Everybody does. Have you never done an upper decker?
I've never done an upper decker.
Losers.
What's MacGruber's? What's MacGruber's real name?
Loser.
Make losers.
What's MacGruber's real name?
MacGyver.
No, like, the guy, the actor.
Oh.
He's a writer. He writes for the
Tom
Simpsons, I think.
Cruise.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he had the show Last Man on
Yeah,
Earth
he
on
was
Fox.
on the movie Nebraska.
Tom Hanks.
Not Tom
No.
Hanks.
It's a really great. Like,
Wilford Brimley.
no,
Will
I think it's
Forte.
Will Forte.
Yeah.
Oh,
Will
see,
Forte.
I got you
Yeah.
there.
You got me there.
Oh, he was in that movie about the National Lampoon dude, which wasn't a good movie because it's a depressing story, but it was interesting. It's a Netflix movie about.
I saw it advertised. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, it sucked because of a really depressing as hell story, but it was interesting for the historical perspectives of it, assuming it was true.
Tim's out.
But anyway,
Well,
okay.
you want to?
Are we done? Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
We've only. I think we need to wrap it up.
I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
I'm Tim.
I'm Adam.
I'm Adam.
I'm Adam.
Better Joe.
I'm Satan.
I'm Satan.
And I ain't been on podcast the whole time. I don't know what the heck did I get on damn microphone to right now. I'm gonna leave shit.
Is that Bessie?
Bye. Bessie, my mama.
A bunch of bitches. Y'all need to hurry the fuck up and get home.
Shit.
Bye.
I'm gonna piss on all y'all.
Bye.
See, I knew you had some Satan in you, Adam. That's pretty good.
Thanks.
Shut it off, Kevin. Quick. Quick. Shut it off. That concludes Zenybody in Here with Adam Baker, Bill Wilkinson, Kevin Traylor, and Tim Altork for April 26, 2018. Episode 11, Favorite and Least Favorite Musicians. Email ZenybodyInHere at ZenybodyInHere@gmail.com. Facebook page is Zenybody In Here Podcast. The web page is ZenybodyInHere.com. You can send a voicemail or text to 256-401-7140. And to support Zenybody In Here, go to patreon.com and look us up. Thanks for listening.